little sod. I think he decided that the jam was over. I'm sorry if the sound was a bit bad. I just realised kind of halfway through the jam that I'd left my monitors on, so the monitor's there, really close to the mic, so it probably didn't help, or added something to it. Anyway, good evening from me, Jason the GetJervis, Jackson, who is a fan of the polyend synth, clearly wanted to have a jam this week, and my other co-host, oh hello, steady, come on, where is he? No, that's you. Tom, who is too much sometimes. Tom, who is gonna come and probably annoy us as well. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Here he comes. It's like I don't know what. Oh, did you see that? That was super sweet, actually. There's food down there. Did I say you could start the jam again? You play it. You sample editing now, are you? Oh my gosh, you beast! And you're not supposed to stand on the screen. Little footprint. Stay there. Stay on the synth, because I can turn the volume down on that one very easily. I don't know how to do it on this. You know when you kind of use a synth for a little while, or a little box, and then you kind of don't use it for ages, and then you go, oh yeah. Move the mic closer. I've turned it down because you were complaining it was too loud last time. I can't wait. Thanks, Steve. Anyway, I hope that's better. Is that better? Probably no sound of any synths or anything. What I might do is I might lock the table off so you can't accidentally play. Anyway, this is the first live stream of the new year, so Happy New Year to you. I hope you had a good couple of weeks, or maybe if you work in retail, a day or two. Oh, that's ridiculous. And I hope no one's annoyed. Some of the shops have Easter eggs, some of them have Valentine's, some of them have both out on display. Not even out of the festive, not even after the 12 days of, when's the 12th? The 6th. Is that the end of the 12 days of Christmas? We're still in Christmas! Irritates me that they do this on Boxing Day. Anyway, look, rant aside. Let's say hello and welcome to you in the chat. And if you're watching this afterwards, hello. First of all, give us a like. Thank you. It does help. It helps when you're doing it as well as afterwards, apparently. It helps all the way around. So who we got? Aaron Paris, how you doing? Ixorb, James Dyson, Joe Y, Tone Smith, Tone. All right, Tone, how are you doing, Tone? Up north, that's what we say. I said Tone. Anyway, Milky, the Wookie. Tanith with Aqua, who had a birthday not 2 days ago. I think I was right. Am I wrong? Happy birthday from all of us at Jervis Towers. Look, I don't know what is going on with you, but you are even more. No. Jungle Cat. Yes, Probes. Hey, Recon, Khan, how you doing? Dilip Funbar, NTO Steve, Simon, Great Batch. Have I missed anyone out? Let's go to Roy Markey. Hope you appreciate that I left some space on the table for this. His Royal Highness Jackson. Hey Biscuit, hey Roz, what up? So, does the robe have lapels and a hood? We're going to get to that in a minute. Oi! Get off me bloody drink. Oh, never work with children and animals. You've got both on this channel. Deal with it. Anyway, so I think I've said hello to every one of you. Donald Duck, what up? Uncle Chrome. So good to see Synthepotamus. And I still need to go back in time and add those bits to this jam. Anyway, great that we thought we'd start the new year. Anyway, let's just go. Oh, I see. So I just saw a little. So, okay. Well, Keith in Watford. Hey, Magnox Luke, how you doing? Right. So I'm going to go back to the now and wish you all a happy and healthy new year. And remember to make, if you're going to do this, and every day you should be true to yourself. And resolutions are not for New Year alone. They are for throughout the year. But if you have any resolutions, make sure that they're achievable to the point where you're not going to stress yourself out and make yourself ill. So those are the kind of the achievable ones, you know, because it's like the smaller things matter, and that's what makes things greater. I climbed a mountain by merely trimming the lawn last week. Mad. Been trying to do it for months, but just have been so exhausted when I come from work or just preoccupied with other things. I just got put back and put back and put back, and suddenly I'd rested. I'd had a day off. It was the day after Boxing Day, actually, and I had a really good Boxing Day. I was kicking around the house, and when I looked out after with my coffee out in the kitchen window, and I went, today's the day. And I got the strimmer out, I trimmed it, I did some gardening and pruning and hacking some hedges back. I need to do more, but I've started. And sometimes that's the important thing, is to start that job. I was plate spinning shortly afterwards, doing other things, but you know, those are the resolutions that matter, because it might be something as simple as I haven't done the gardening for 3 months. I need to do that. It's too busy. And that kind of whole repetition cycle, if you like, of I haven't done the making yourself, it eats away at you. So doing the small things like that create make a big difference. And I think the jam I did on Boxing Day was probably my best jam of the year. So if you weren't here a week and a half ago, because it's a Friday, right? Go check that out. I'm very proud of that. I've listened to it a couple of times. There's a couple of odd mistakes because it's completely freeform. It's not rehearsed. A couple of things are pre-set, you know. But generally, like tonight, I've got an idea of the kind of sounds I want to play. I've tweaked the sounds a bit. I've got the instruments out, and I know where I want to go with it roughly. And then the jam takes me, and that's the adventure aspect of music, which I really like. And I think it's the thing that keeps me coming back to music over everything else. Yes, gardening included. Anyway, so I hope you're all well. Cheers. Have some of that. What are you drinking, guys? I haven't done this for a little while, but I've got chamomile. Chamomile. I've got 2 bags in there because I need to get to sleep tonight. I should have been in work on Friday. Thank you, Tanith. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hey, Milky Mickey, lunchtime. What good idea. I was supposed to be in work on Friday, and I was travelling. Went to the car on New Year's Day, and I was staying at a friend's in a good hour and 45 away, near Stonehenge. Will you stop standing on the flipping keyboards? Your cats. You're supposed to walk around. Yeah, it's a keyboard. What's that? Like you've not seen that before. Pray silence for Tom. Oi! That's not an excuse for you to do that. Oh, he's pushing. He's pushy. I think that... I can show you that now. Look at this. Little monkey. Yeah, you. Oh, you like that, though. You can't see his face now. He's like... I like that. You touched me with your finger. Yeah, you'll get cuddles. You will. But anyway, so let's have a little look. Coca-Cola, water. Oh, it's lemonade. Marky, lemonade, water. Actually, Coke tonight, Steve. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do a little bit of sneaky scotch. Naughty. But I like that. So Dr. Synth's resolution for 2026 is 640 by 480. Do you know what? Less pixels. Less colours. No, more colours, less pixels. Right, what? I'm missing some stuff. QQQ, background noise. Aaron, what? We got noise still. It's probably the modular kicking off. Is that better? I think it's the modular. And I think it's that I need to invest in another mixer. It's like, honestly... You know, it's one of those things, isn't it? Hum is gone. Yes, thank you. Okay, so it is. It was the modular. You know. Anyway, right. Right. Some housekeeping, as you may or may not know. We have Steve Sonuslucis, Ask Jervite Spanner, taking your calls as we go forward. If you wish to get my attention for any reason whatsoever, whether you have a question, a comment, or an answer, preface your question with not 1, not 2, not even 3, but 4Q. And that will get my attention. Actually, you can use 4 A's if it's an answer and 4 C's if it's a comment. You know, we the 4 C's on. Oh, I'm enjoying that. If I do that, that's a good thing. Just log off. There's Mr. Jervis sleeping on his desk. So we've got some questions in there. So I can see actually. Yes. So let's have a little look at. It's the Bristol hum. Google it. 5 Qs. 4 Qs. Right. Okay, so let's have a look at we got some questions in already. So, first question from the Wookiee is Jackson's tail MIDI controlled? No, it is the MIDI controller. It's the MIDI time tail. MIDI clock tail? MIDI tail clock tail MIDI clock. I don't know. But yes, there we go. Bass is clipping. Yes, it was, and I think that was due to I've changed the way I mix again. Caesar comments. Oh, I see. Stylophone not good enough for you, GetJervis. Lol. No, stylophone are there. It's just I've used them so much. We'll come back to that in a minute. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to challenge myself, and I absolutely love those boxes. Love. Definitely one of the best instruments in here. Anyway, excuse me. DJ Jackson remix. Yeah, what was that about? What was that about? You just had to sit on it, and you've flipping ruined it, haven't you? Well, you ruined it now. Can't go and talk about that. You ruined it. Like he had a bit of a brush. When we came back from New Year, our friends, via an AA breakdown truck. The cats were so pleased to see us because I'd left enough food for them for the time we were gone. So that extra morning, they were really hungry. But we got there not long after, lunchtime. So they were fine. They could do with losing some pounds, especially Tom. Right little fatty. And you? Yeah, you're a fatty too. What's that there? 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 He's such a dog. Anyway, Jackson, whatever you say. Stop it, Wookiee. Yes, I mix. Yeah, but it's difficult when you plug everything in to jam and you get a basic mix, but then the jam goes elsewhere. It's difficult to keep on top of the volume, the levels, I guess. And tonight's jam was very much an exploratory first voyage with some of these sounds and using these particular instruments in a certain way, which I wouldn't or haven't done before. Specky Forever, yes indeed. What was that? Hang on, what? I'm missing something. Anyway, have the cats missed you? Yeah, absolutely, Tanith. Absolutely. I think coming in here twice a week, and obviously the distance between Sunday and Friday was greater than Sunday and Wednesday, right? So, jamming in Jimjams pre-Christmas, followed by World of Synth, which was really just a jamming in Jimjams, wasn't it? Let's be honest. On the Friday, followed by Sunday. It was too close together, and then nothing for a whole week. So yeah, they felt discombobulated with the lack of routine for the studio session. Anyway, let me have a little. Let me move on. The 5th is 12th night, so the 6th is done, right? It's all done by the 6th. That's yeah. So that's fine. That's fine. We got a family birthday this week, so the decorations I didn't really bring them. I mean, I should have, but I'm on my own. I was trying to do so many things. I did the laundry. I've got a car battery which I think's dead. I didn't want to go out for too long, and I was trying to sort of relax and have the last day off before osteoporosis. Then, of course, in here, and this wasn't working. We'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, let's finish off the questions. What's healthy these days? Donald Duck asks. Quite simply, anything in moderation that is not ultra-processed or, in fact, processed. So, natural fats, oils, as organic as you can get the food, and bake and make your own food. That's what's healthy. A little bit of exercise a day. Doesn't have to be like CrossFit gym. Doesn't have to be cardio, high-intensity workouts, all that nonsense. I went for a walk to the shops yesterday. Yes, indeed. Ended up coming back with a lot of cream. That's probably unhealthy, but the cream will be churned into butter, and I will freeze that. I also came back with 2 rather large 400-gram, well, I don't know what that is in pounds, or gram, ounces. Yeah, I do. It's an ounce, isn't it? An ounce of Stilton. 2 ounces of Stilton for £1.50. Good old Aldi's reductions. I mean, you couldn't get a single half that for twice as much. You couldn't get half the cheese for twice as much normally. So that's gone in freezer. Don't know why I've gone north. I'm going very northern. What about adding a real monkey to the setup? Can you imagine a little pet monkey? I get annoyed with him. Like picking at my ear, like, oh, strangling a monkey live. It would be hilarious for you, I'm sure. But I actually, in all seriousness, on the shoulder, there's something about that. Monkey on the shoulder. What was the show I watched where was it the Borgias where he had a monkey? Yeah, it was the Borgias. He took his pet monkey to a meal with the cardinals who were trying to poison the new pope, and it backfired. Good episode, but the monkey died, which wasn't good. So I can have a monkey to taste my wine. I don't drink wine, but to taste my beverages to make sure they're not poisoned. That's a good idea. So, resolution for Synthpotamus is to walk 2 to 3 miles a day. It's achievable. That is achievable. Clarification, you mix. Yeah. Do you know what? One of these days, I'm actually this year. That's what. In all seriousness, continuing to invest time on the instruments and jamming really does. I would say that we all need to jam more, because coming in and writing a piece of music, I tend to be software driven, but here it's a physical activity, and I thoroughly enjoy. I never would have thought that the CS15 and the Micro Freak together are one of my favourite combinations of sounds. Now, the Pittsburgh modular side of my modular system is now a part of that trio. So three in one. So I might just change the MIDI channel so that I can play it from the same channel on the key, just to sort of. Anyway, but I don't always want to do it. So actually, I think I might move the Micro Freak up to here. I do need a wider angle, don't I? Oh, I do. Well, I've got a wider angle. Why am I not using it then? Is it too wide? Thank you for sitting between the keys, the keyboard and the synth. I do appreciate that. I really do. We had lots of cuddles last night. I had him. He won't lie on you. He's not a lap cat. I don't think he likes it. It's just too much. But autistic, aren't you, sweetheart? That's okay. That's fine. So he was sat next to me, like, and Tom on my lap, like really stretched out as big as he could be. I think I might have been playing Borderlands 3. Or watching TV. Jackson says, no. What do you mean, no? Dilip, he said yes. He said, meow, meow. Oh, no, maybe he did say no. I'm going to get one of those cat translators and we'll see what he says. Meow. Anyway, do you know about the temperature of your studio in Kelvin? No, but I did used to live next door to a Kelvin. Stop it. Forget the monkey had a duck. Oh my goodness, I've seen Instagram reels with ducks. They don't mess around, do they? It's a great one of a duck in a sheets going into a room full of cats. The cats is freak. Cat videos, though, really. I mean, you know. Tanith, I don't take any special high-intensity training. Special high-intensity. I see what you did there. The Wookiee says, I must behave. No, don't behave. Be you, because that's what we want here. We want everyone to feel that they're in a safe space, because you are, to be yourself. As long as we're not offending anyone deliberately. You know, we've got thicker skins than perhaps some, but, you know, there are limits. There are tasteful limits. And that's what the Steve police are for. QQQQQ. CS50 needs to be in all the jams, doesn't it? But getting back to that now, I think I've answered all the questions. I did sort of see something, Simon, about getting me to come back to Stafford EMOM. Yeah, I think I need to do that this year. Let's come back. Let's circle back to that about doing more jams, because I think that's a big part. Hang on, I'll do it now then. That's a big part of it, isn't it? Is an achievable, back to New Year's resolutions, an achievable. Stop it. An achievable resolution makes you feel good. You know, something that isn't like, I'm going to join a gym and go 3 times a week, go every day, whatever. All those kind of things fail because they're not natural. We all make music, right? We all have a synthesizer because, or if we don't, we're all thinking about it. So if you're here, you know, usually I would expect some of you to have some sort of synthesizer of some description or be interested in it. So that, oh hello, oh here we go. Sorry. Do it now. Hang on. I've just, I'm at Tam Tram Tree. Sorry. Yeah, so giving yourself like a regular, like every week I come in here from 9 o'clock latest. Tonight was 8 because I had to tidy up and reorganize and find a camera. And because I'd updated the software on the Polyend synth, I wanted to make sure that it worked. And I wanted a bit of extra time with the tracker to set something up, which I ended up using something on one of my bedtime jams that was just... Oh, thanks, mate. It's better, isn't it? Look at that little face. If you're too far forward. We need to figure this out. Anyway, that's a resolution for the year. It's more studio, but that's irrelevant. So I come in here every Sunday night from 8 o'clock, let's say, till whenever, usually 11:30, usually midnight. So that's 4 hours. Do the maths. And that means I tidy the studio a bit. I set up some stuff. I play, and it's quality time in my studio. I turn on a camera. I turn on 4 cameras, whatever, 5, 6, whatever, however many cameras I've got. Is it 6? Is it 7? No, it's 42. So I've got 42 cameras, but you know what I'm saying? The answer to life, the universe, and everything. What is the question? Anyway, so for me, that has led to me discovering a lot about the gear that I have. Like, I couldn't really do it. I mean, this thing, the circuit's brilliant, absolute cornerstone. Having the modular there, it's made me use the modular more. It's made me use my CS15 more. This is the row beyond this. The circuit rhythm, but that should be the circuit tracks because it's got two MIDI channels, which should be connecting to the Pittsburgh modular 39 microvolt 3900 and a synth that does not get enough joy in it. So this needs to be, this needs to be more utilized more, and I do need to tilt this back a bit so that I can see under here a bit better. But somehow tonight I've broken my under thingy lights, so I'm a bit annoyed about that. That's by the by. So yeah, so coming in, having a fixed purpose, and everybody can do this. There's not one of you who hasn't got, even if it's a laptop and a pair of headphones, you can do something. Even if it's, This is one of my bedside. It's got a bit of glue on there because I left it on there for. Anyway, but that's it's actually quite nice. Tom's snoring. So cute. Do I need to record that? I'm thinking sample packs all the time. So at the moment, I've been collecting samples because, membership, channel membership is coming. That's a big, definite thing that I can do. And there will be a sample pack for whichever team you are part of. So Tom's the least... He knows it's there. Okay. All right. We'll get you. But he'll meow at you like a dog. Barks. Once, maybe twice, that's it. So if you don't... Once... get my phone... Twice. Oh, you've missed it. You just don't know. You just don't know when he's going to do it. But I'm committed to that task. Stop it. Are cats only allowed to say food please or possibly now? Yeah. I think that's it. Now. Food. Where's your treats? Where'd I put that? Oh no. I took the treat box out. Oh, I haven't brought it. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, hang on. Ow. Right. So Tanith is saying she has her first modular gig next week. That's good. Doing a gig makes it make sense. As much as... I don't think you can see any of them. No, look. You can see Jackson's Christmas present from his girlfriend, the signed Wicker Man poster by Ingrid Pitt. Yeah, he's got good taste, doesn't he, in films? But not this guy. Actually, no, he's got good taste as well, but he likes westerns. Am I attributing my own I can't even think of words. My own taste on you guys. Am I projecting? That's it. You're still limping a bit, aren't you? You're still not happy. Your leg's not quite right. Anyway, let's get back to the show. So what, you're looking forward. I bet you're looking forward to that. Sorry, start again. I bet you're looking forward to that, Tanith. I look forward to seeing if it's is it streamed. Pop us a link. Let us know where it is, and we'll share that. But please see some C's in. Wookie, you have collected enough for Jackson 2.0. It's coming on. This is just this week's. It's so soft. Anyway, so Tony asks, look at that. Oh, that's. But I think I need a Dent Arthur Dent of the late art. I've gone into hospital for my colonoscopy. Well, actually, that's what I did buy that for. Good thing to have. Anyway, someone rummaging around your nether regions with a pair of tweezers and a scissors. Blimey. Anyway, what a great channel this is. All sorts of things covered. Cats, treats, colonoscopies. Brilliant. Anyway. So, as I was saying, 2, 3, maybe 4 episodes ago, Torsden pops in and says, have you downloaded the new firmware for the Poly N synth? And I went, I haven't seen that. And of course I haven't seen that because it's a beta firmware. So that's Tanith, the reason why I have removed we'll see your rusts first, Steve. So instead of moving the stylophone off the desk, and I thought, actually, it would be really good. Am I on? Hey, VB, what up? Top chat. I'm not on live chat. God damn it. And if you're watching this after and you're missing some things here, make sure you got it set to live chat. Maybe if you're here now as well. And if you've just joined us, please drop us a like. Thank you. What was I saying? Please use the word gymnasium as an alternative. To what? Gymnasium. Gymkhana? But gymnasium it's really well. Gymnasium is a kind of... did sound awfully like that, didn't it? It's a kind of university in Sweden. A gymnasium, apparently. Or is that need gold chains? Uncle Crumb says. Please use the word. Okay. PT. Hello, probes. Replace the wood with cake. A wicker man. Great training video. Out here, the old gods reign. I trust the sight of the young girls refreshes you, Sergeant. No, it does not. It's brilliant. What a great movie. Time is illusion, lunchtime doubly so. I think the war's about to end. I do. Last orders then. Anyway, so good. Germany as well. There you go. Germany as well. So I think that's, thank you, Aaron. Chemical family is magnesium. Wow, you're the scientist. Happy New Year, Da Vinci Girl. Welcome. Hey, Viral Beats, what up? Very beaty, rhythmic jam for me. Bit faster than usual, 140 BPM. Did start at 171. I thought, drum and bass territory. I just didn't have enough. Although I could have the guitar, didn't I? Anyway, another time I'll do a drum and bass jam. So I downloaded the song. Oh, here we go. Right, I'm not joking. There's no space for both of you. I'm trying to do a show here. I know that was your space, but Tom's decided to sit there, and he's being very good. So get your fat ass off him. Seriously. At these moments, I think I need a mirror. Yeah, there we go. It's like, that's told me off. I'm not told you off. I just boundaries, mate. Can you see his tail switching? You can't even see his tail. It's switching. Tom's like Tom does this thing outside, which is so cute. He'll put his front paws on his tail. He's sitting on a windowsill and let me in. What is this, plastic? Plastic? Yeah, I guess a bit plasticky. Anyway, need another green tea. Yes, Steve, go do it. Gymnos. That sounds like a space is big, it says. Really big. Have you all seen, because I read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy for my first not jamming in Jimjams, synths at bedtime. I've got this thing about synths and bedtime. It's a kind of thing, This is kind of come out of that, I guess, the idea. Jamming. But yeah. So yeah, go check that out, because I borrowed this... a dry ice machine filled with glass so I can sit down with a Pangalactic Gargle Blaster. Loads of little things like that, which it hasn't been... a lot of these videos haven't yet to be discovered and to find their time in the daylight. Anyway, I feel like a military academy. Bits of me keep passing out. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, anyway. Right, do you know what I think I need to do? I need to dig out my radio play, because there's so many of them. What a great companion that would be for a long journey. Am I doing a long journey? No. Anyway. Right. GetJervis. I heard the original radio series back in '78. Yes, the Wookiee. I unfortunately was too young to have heard it in '78, but the TV series I watched live at one on its release, and then discovered shortly after the radio play, and have been a huge fan of it. Don't know if I like Stephen Fry reading the book, but then Stephen Fry was everywhere, doing everything all of the time, and I think that's not his fault. I think the powers that be do that. They'll latch on to a talent, and they'll oversaturate the market with this talent because it's good. So it's really a backhanded compliment to Stephen Fry. If he's watching, I'll take your job. Sorry. Don't do that often enough. Do you? Right. An hour has passed already. You found... I don't know where my books are. I have lost my books because I wanted to bring out and do a reading on the 42nd episodes of World of Synth. And I still can't, to this moment, to this day, I cannot find them. So I think I might just have to buy them again. Maybe that's how many charity shops have I been in over the last 2 weeks, and how many books have I looked at? I haven't looked at the books. I've been looking for presents and for jumpers and occasional things. Oh, biscuit. Vogue on poetry. Yes. There's a jamming in Jimjams theme, isn't it? Brilliant. Anyway, so. Oh, another Discworld. I think I did too many of those. On the back of that era, when it was late teens for me, I'd read from mid-teens Colour of Magic, Light Fantastic, all the I read the books one after the other in series, and I got to the Night Guards, and I that just for the time it just worked for me. I don't know if we got them. My sister gave my daughter the books that she had, and I think she ended up with my copy of Guards, so I don't know if I'd read it again, but it might be worth a giggle. They're always funny, aren't they? They're engaging. But oh no, I've forgotten the author's name. On the back of that, talking about the sort of the path that Douglas Adams laid out for us, it encouraged people like Terry Pratchett, I suppose, to continue on that style. And this author, whose name I cannot put my flipping finger on, but he wrote books like Sprout Mask Replica, Raiders of the Lost Car Park, East of Ealing. Oh, come on. It's gone. So if you know who that is, help me out. Rankin. Yes. Thank you. Not Ian Rankin. Not Douglas Rankin. What's his first name? Because Ian Rankin... Oh, maybe it is. Oh, hang on. Where am I now? Sigourney Weaver. Tip my tongue. Gallagher Brothers. Who? Maybe. Where did that Rankin come from? I just saw that. Yeah, it was you, Tanith. Because then John Rankin's not John. Robert Rankin. Is it Robert Rankin? Yeah. Anyway, right. Yeah. So, anyway. So that was that. So tonight's new jam. One of my resolutions, I guess, and it's an achievable one, is to use more of the gear that I don't know well enough, but want to know better. So picking up the software firmware update, the beta firmware of version 2 to give us the new synth engine, which now it keeps freezing. So I'm glad it lasted the jam. Oh, it's completely, even the button doesn't work. So, oh shush. Honestly, Robert Rankin, 1997. There you go. Here's Robert Rankin. Just felt wrong. Hey. Biscuit. Right. So, hang on. Gotta find the oh my goodness. Oh, Likeable Confession? Is it that one? No, it's not that one. I get the auto name to do its thing. It's not there, is it? Oh. Achu Samurai? Cumbersome Insect. So I quickly whipped this sound together. Just I'm gonna have to unlink. Oh, so hopefully the noise won't come back. But oh, hello, steady. These headphones. Can't see what's going on. Oh my word! Oh my days! Oh my days! Oh my days! Oh, well, that's not making any sound at all. What have you done? It's buzzy, isn't it? Maybe that's the. There we go. Everything started. Oh, that's. Oh, it's me, isn't it? It says in my ears. Oh, it's my headphones. So that's very Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, isn't it? Which was weird because I had this idea for a really soft, gentle jam, and I made this sound. It's like that's not soft or gentle, but I thought when you've got oh hello. Oh. Crikey. So you got a nice sound which is I got a really long release on the CS just because I wanted to just do that and leave it. Vangelis, 1981. I mean, that... My son's yet to see Blade Runner. Which version do I show him, though? The incomprehensible director's cut, final cut, or the original theatre release with the, voiceover. I think, controversial. I think I'm going to show him. I don't know. I'm tired. Do you show him the what is going on version, and then show him the because that's quite a nice little thing, isn't it? Because then you kind of go, oh, that's what that means, or do you do it the other way around? Anyway. So yeah, there's that. I think that might be my new. It gets quite harsh. I wonder what that would be like going through the DF8. What is that sound? Where does that come from? Is that the guitar? It's the guitar. All right. So, and I already had those kind of like drum bass kind of vibes, so I used a loop off that. But yeah, I mean, one of my so this camera angle, so you can actually see a bit of what's going on. This is just augmented the drum sound. The Jomox, although if you watched no, stop it. You terrible beast. It will die, it will die. The thing's already the size of a rugby ball. So this row needs to be addressed quite seriously. I think I'm going to move the micro freak up there because I think that's just going to feel nice. I'm trying to do it like this, and it's awkward to play down there. It might be convenient to have it there because it just sits nicely, but yeah. So if you watched Pro Synth Network this week, the award show, towards the end, I showed this. We were talking about the Roland TR-1000. I showed this. It was flickering out the LED. Now I did a video on this years ago, and then I met Jürgen 7 years ago, nearly February 2019, and I interviewed him for Tome, and then we sort of became friendly. And he's like, I need to send you a different. Sorry, Jürgen, if you're watching, I do apologise for doing a bad accent, but yeah, we talked about doing something with the alpha bass, and unfortunately I think lockdown happened and chip shortages, and we didn't. I mean, maybe that conversation needs to happen again. But I love his modules. He does some really good FM modules as well as the M-Brain, which might suit better. And maybe I just have another rag. But I do love that. It's such a classic piece of kit from 1997. Modern vintage. TR909. I said TR909. So yeah, so that's that's it. So drums off the tracker with a loop and a beat. Drums off our friend from VPME, the quad drum, which is just such a staple of my sound now. Drums off the X-Bass 09, and just because we want more drums, Circuit Rhythm. I'll tell you something now. I'll tell you something about drums. Let it growl. Absolutely Eurogas. Another rack, join us. I think Vert. I think it's happening. It's not big enough. This area isn't big enough for maybe. Could I fit my? I think I need to talk to. I need to talk to Rob at Modular Perfection. Have we got that link? We can just put that in there, perhaps, Steve. Sorry, I've not linked anything. Just to say as well, Axis Modular's Jervis 20 discount has now ended. So if you didn't take advantage of that, its prices are really good anyway. But you'll have to wait for the next promotional circuit if you want to save money. But honestly, buy it now, because the time and fun it will give you in the meantime will do that. Steve. He's not heard me. That's an Alan Partridge thing. Are we still streaming? Yeah, still streaming. Looking, oh bless him. It's only because you didn't mention it on the thingy, so I thought you were getting a cup of tea, which is fine. You can do that. I don't have a problem. I was just making comedic comedy out of it, basically. So what was I saying? What was I saying, Jackson? Yeah, so that space is, I might get Rob to make me something bespoke. His stuff, I mean, he does a case which looks like a VCS3. It's basically designed on the VCS3. So being an absolute lover of EMS, Desert Island synths, one and all, maybe not the EMS 100, Synthy 100, but maybe the Synthy A. Little one. Zaputni. So maybe something like that to fit in that gap, because he'll do it. He'll do whatever you want him to do to fit it in. I've just realised what I could fit in there without any extra cost. Would it be wrong to point out the back wall has plenty of space? No, it doesn't. It only looks like it's got space. I can't put anything against there. That's where the cats live. I just need to sort out that there. That's another resolution for this year is to sort that out. But I think wider angle so you can see up to here. So we've got, wow, we've got maybe, that's the end. So that's the end of the drum machine, just there. My fingertip is. I just need a little bit more. So it's not really, it doesn't need to be much wider than what I've got there, but I don't know, you can get, see, it's 28 millimeters or 35. And I've got a 35, 28's too wide. It's like, and it doesn't have the depth of field that this does. So we might just have to deal with it, unless I use a speed booster, which would be a bit silly, really. Wouldn't it, Jackson? Do that face. Where were we? Hey, Roz, I've developed a system I call the synth plinth with my analog gear to keep me away from Eurorec addiction. Just a Cobalt expander and a DF8. Just say no to Doper. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. AMS is China factory for political reasons or their government. So a no-go. Sorry, guys. AMS. EMS. Electronic Music Studios, the British synth manufacturer from the 60s. AMS. I don't know who that is. I don't know who AMS is. Do you mean the people who make... No, that's not AMS. Who is AMS? Don't know. Don't know who you mean there. But that's not who I'm talking about. Yeah, they basically... That's the British synth industry from 1960... late 60s, I want to say, till now. But yeah, Euro, yeah, so that's ALM. ALM? As in Pam's workout, ALM. It's okay, it's okay. Hydrasynth, ALM. AMS? Hydrasynth, that's the one I was thinking of, Aaron. Maybe that's what she means. That's a Chinese company, right? Busy Circuits, okay. ASM. ASM. Yes, ASM. That's who they mean. Okay. Austrian sound machines. That's, yeah, no. EMS, Electronic Music Studios. Classic vintage stuff. Really unobtainable, unfortunately, for me. I did have Sound Freak Modular do 4 U versions, which are licensed from EMS, which I had here. And that was for me like Christmas, birthday, 5 years. I did a live stream. It's probably my biggest live stream up until this period, when I was doing it sporadically 2 years ago. Hey, Da Vinci girl, don't worry about it. You're not in your native tongue. So no, it's not a problem. David Cockrell, there you go, designed the VCS, the Acco samplers and electro-harmonics pedals. A real one of our best and finest. Yeah, he's such a treasure, national treasure. For what it's worth, there's an end of the run Synthy 100 and a double manual keyboard that's just went up for selling in Canada for $500,000. Yeah, I won't be rushing out to buy that. Is that the VCS 4, Manny? No, you're doing really good, Da Vinci Girl. We follow you, and thank you for joining us. And that, again, this is a safe space, so we're all here together. I'll have to. That's a cool mill. Would you? Right, you've won the lottery. You've got £1 million. You can buy that, or you can buy an house and a boat. I'm talking a rowing boat. I don't know. I'd do that, I think. Yeah, exactly, Steve. Yeah, same here. Canadian Kent Spong. There is not one. Narrowboat. Yeah. Do you know what? I used to... I grew up near the Trevor Basin on the Llangollen Ring Canal. See what I did there? That's mine. I can do that. I speak Welsh a little bit. Dwi ddim yn gwybod. Anyway, and I worked on the canal barges, and I did contemplate the idea of... where's the buzz coming from? Oh, no, it's my X-Bass 09 and the table. Microfreak's not making any sound though. Oh, I see. Anyway, it's been a good chat, isn't it? Where were we going to go? And then I thought I'd put the guitar into it. That's it. Rounding it off. I think we covered everything. World of Synth this week's, no surprise, is going to be about the Polyand synth. So remember to set your minds on that, and I'll get that out soon. But I'd love to have lived on a narrowboat, but it's a bit damp, isn't it? You know? But yeah, you'd have the kind of like little log burner. Oh, it'd be nice. I don't know. Painting old jugs you find. Milk jugs. Anyway. Synth Canal Boat Week. I'm in. Hey, Richard Nickel, how you doing? Have you just joined us, or you've been here a while? Just listen. You didn't actually talk about this side of it, because that was what I was doing. We were going through the jam, weren't we? Got distracted with canal boats, which is not a bad subject to get. And obviously, plucky sound off there, modulating the frequency, getting it to sound a little bit more sort of Buchla-esque. I'm going through a bit of a Buchla wanna phase, and that the I need another flipping GoPro so I can get the the rather fashionable Pittsburgh modular end of my modular. But yeah, so I've turned the flipping thing off, haven't I? I've turned it. I thought I'd done. I thought I'd finished, but no, the modular comes back. Oh, there's that noise. Isn't that beautiful? It just sounds so freaking good. And that's just one waveform. So you start blending the waveforms in with the mixer, and it starts to get really gnarly. And that's just 2 waves. That was silly. And you see, blending that with the CS15, even in that gnarly sort of configuration. Sumptuous, I think, is the word I would use to describe that sound. Oh no, I've moved the cat treats. Tanithai, I do apologise. I'm annoyed at the buzz that's coming off my modular. I'm going to have to investigate why that is. But really good power supply. I think it's just the mixer. I think it's just... Oh, is it? Oh, goodness. It's the Tesseract Tex Mix. And I've got a really nice, unused, or not being currently used, black mix America, which is always, it's got full-size quarter-inch jacks on the output, which but that's what I wanted to put into my EMOM case, because then it can go into a PA easily. Yeah, I think about those things. Well, sometimes you got to think about those things. Jackson's wisdom, once again, telling us how things really are and what really matters. Tone Smith, I almost bought a Polyand synth. I still kind of want one. Do you like it? I do like it. What I would say about it is it's got a. It works really well with the tracker. It's got more of a I tend to get the sounds I get out of it tend to be a bit harsher, a bit harder. That doesn't. And, I naturally gravitate to soft, warm, glowy, and then ripping it up. So I usually start with something soft to then make it dirty and filthy and grim. I've just read Uncle Chrome's comment. Jackson, play it again. Play it again, Jackson. You played it for her, now play it for me. And he did, didn't you? You did play it. So I find it a bit harsher, but again, it was that sound in the jam that again helped to balance between and there's nothing wrong with it at all. I mean, I like it, and again, it's very different. I think at some point on another jamming in Jimjams, I might pair it with a really. I've got an MFB, a vintage MFB synth, which is like a little wonderful little 3 oscillator analog synth, tiny. From when was that? 2001, 2002. Jackson, do you remember when that came out? Jackson's pondering. I wonder, but you weren't even born then. No, you're a real Jan Alpha. 6'7", bro. Yeah. He's like, yeah, he's on that. So yeah, what was I saying? So yes, I do like it. In short, it's very different to anything else I have, and I think in that it occupies a different space is a good thing. My hesitancy comes from not playing it enough, I guess, and that's another reason. Back to my New Year's resolution, is to play more. It's the DI box. I've got to sort out a better way of doing all this. Another resolution, but again, they're achievable, and there is an impetus to do them. There's it's some encouragement from myself to do them, because when I do this, like, well, why is that making it? Why is that making? I've got your hair up my nose as well now. I'm not picking my nose. It's cat hair, biscuit. Roz, why does everything everyone else does sound so good, even when they're just mucking about, but everything I do sounds like carefully contrived crap? I can't answer that. I'm going to take a really diplomatic aspect of that. I'm sure that's not true, first of all. I'm sure it's not true. Our perception of what we do sometimes drives us to do more. Knowing the gear you have and not submitting yourself to gas and just buying a bit of gear and spending time with the gear you already own is the best advice I could give anyone. And by doing that, you can't help but improve. It's an instrument. Everything in here, we're not, and I think I've said this before, playing guitar is a guitar. Is one instrument. It's got strings, it's got a fretboard, it's got some pickups. So you can alter the sound slightly, but it's a guitar. It plays the same. You can't say that about this stuff. This is so different to this, which is so different to that, which is so different to that, which is so different. Everything occupies a wide field. So this is why I think the neurodivergent among us have found a home. Because it marries very well to our ability to hop from one subject to another. But in there lies the danger. So, of your gear, maybe pick, how do you sequence, Roz? How do you sequence? Maybe you should set up a little doorless jamming station and don't stray from the gear. I've expanded from the table and I've set this up, and I am now, just about now, a year on, maybe 2 years on, finding a collection of instruments that I like the sound of together. And, my favourite jam was the one on Boxing Day. And even the other jams I do, I don't think are very good because they seem to me to have less direction and less form, and that's an issue because that drives me to want to do more. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop jamming, because in jamming, I'm learning my instruments, I'm learning my abilities, and I'm trying to strengthen my abilities. How many drums do you... I've got 4, 2, 3... Yeah, I used 4 different machines for drums tonight and layered them up. And I was going to say, I was going to drop that. I was fess up. Over my time working at Sound Control, just weirdest thing, one of our customers, who wasn't well known at the time, was someone I dealt with quite a lot, and would always sell bits and bobs. Bit of a DJ, but you know, but yeah, he came in and to work and worked with us for 2 weeks, maybe the tops, and it just wasn't for him. We got on really well. I saw him a little bit afterwards, but I haven't seen him for years. And he listened to one of my demos, and the music was, I'd spent so many weeks doing it, and I'd used the Waldorf microwave XT. I'd had Pro 1 was on there, loads of different synths and layering up, even guitar and some bass. And he said, "It's MIDI drums. You sound like you're using general MIDI sounds. What are you doing for your drums?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I can't even remember now what I was using for drums. Probably just sample drums on the Akai." And that's the thing. That's the thing. It is that I had a moment of some quite brutal feedback all those years ago, which I have never stopped pushing my drums because of his comment. And he makes quite a bit of money out of making drum and bass now, so it was right. Little guy called Danny Bird. Anyway, go and check him out if you don't know his stuff. Very good stuff. But yeah, so if you don't play your stuff to anyone, you don't get that, and we're sometimes the worst to receive criticism. No, even if it's constructive, because it can this is my art, but you can make it better if you do this. You just got to stick it out there. And I think that's another thing is I had, and it was my eldest son would literally throw out a song he plonked on a piano, microphone, blah 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 blah, put it onto SoundCloud and would share it with his friends, and people would comment on it. It's like, I'm thinking like, that's so punk. I would never do that. I would agonize over the bass sound for 3 weeks before even putting down. And how many hi-hat beats should I have? Should I go 8, 16? Should I do triplets? It's sometimes just a matter of just doing it. And so I think your homework, your resolution should be to give yourself a little station and to focus your attention on that on that station. The great thing for me is that if you've got something like a Keystep Pro, it's got 4 voices, drums and 3. So you can do a lead line, you can do rhythm, you can do rhythm, lead, bass, and you can do, because it does chords, it does polyphony, so you can do chords and stuff. So you've got enough to build a track out of, and just find a groove and rock with it. But yeah, I can see the sort of conversation going on. I would absolutely recommend Electronic Composer. He's back. There he is. Put yourself out there. We are lucky in that we have a very supportive sort of community. So, things like Hardware Jams. Can we have the link for that, please? And Popcorn Night. Can we have the link for that, please? And, also eMums. And I don't know where you are in the UK, but there's got to be an eMom somewhere near you. I'm going to probably do Simon's again, just for the fact that 10-minute. But yeah, Hardware Jams is good because it's a lot. You get instant feedback. And you get instant encouragement. And that's pinned in below every Monday. So pin below, if you've watching this afterwards and you've stayed with us this far, thank you for the chat. It's a lot of chat. Yeah, just click on the link. It's below. Swipe to the comments. It says comments. Just swipe across it, say live chat. And if you haven't been watching the live chat, go watch the video again. Press a like, share it, watch it again on someone else's account, and then it'll count as a view, and you can see what else we're chatting about. Anyway, I'm giving you homework, Biscuit. Well, I am specifically giving Roz homework, but why don't we all do that? I have had a really good time by limiting myself. Synth Samurai's just popped in, and I saw his comment on Robin's video earlier at the end of it saying, limit yourself to synths, and he said 20 synths or more. Few synths is so 2020. You need more synths, but limit yourself to a collection and stick with the collection, and you can expand your collection beyond those synths. But give yourself at least once a week, go and spend 2 hours minimum, 2 hours minimum, 4 hours, because then you can really go to town with it once a week, and do it like, I don't know, like you're watching a series that comes out every Sunday night, or don't do it on a Sunday night, or on a Thursday night or whatever. Pick a night that you can just squirrel yourself away, get rid of the devices, focus on what makes you happy, and just do it for you. Yeah, don't do it for anyone else. Do it for you. Learn the equipment, and then you'll gain confidence with that. And then if you do a hardware jam, just throw it out there. It's hard work. I mean, even I've been playing music and performing since 1986. It's a long time, but I haven't continuously done it. So I do suffer with stage fright a little bit, which is weird, isn't it? But yeah, performing seems like a really scary thing to do, and that can be like, oh my god, I can't watch. I'm gonna have to have the sound off. Oh my god, I made a mistake there. Doesn't matter. You're sharing your art, and there will always be someone who appreciates your art. So there you go. And yeah, one I need to do. I've done a couple of hardware jams, but one I haven't done a lot of, and that's back on a Friday evening after Pro Synth Network, is popcorn night. You'll never find a more welcoming place to sit and enjoy jams and fun times than Symptoms of Reality. Go join them. Join them. Do it now. Symptoms of Reality. There we go. Who I haven't seen in the chat tonight, but, that's cool too. That's cool. Jervis is shy. Yeah, I think it's not shy. It's just you build yourself up. So, Roz, I totally get it. You build yourself up to do something, and you're bearing your soul in your music. It's our art form, and it is tender and delicate. But sharing it is a great thing. Yeah. That's what medicinal is for, kill stage fright, I imagine. That's the new genre, hamcore. Anyway, right. So, that's the end of it. Happy New Year to you all. Gonna investigate. I did find some really nice pajamas, but they were super expensive. Like 200 quid. I thought, and they're a little bit too fancy, a little bit too funky, but maybe that'd be a good thing. I like the traditional, as we all know, from our cousins over the pond, you need to check out the British comedy sitcom Only When I Laugh, which is about 3 blokes in a hospital, and they're all wearing pajamas. And this is my inspiration for the show. British comedy. I'm getting some different ones tonight. So there we go. Anyway, join me on Wednesday, where we sit down and we get filthy with the new firmware of the Polyend synth, which isn't in beta at the moment, and we're going to get these filthy, dirty sounds going. We're going to... I'd apologise, but I am not going to. Anyway, there we go. That was our crew jam. I played on a Hammond organ. Anyway, right, that's us. That's the first show. We've broken in to 2026. As Synth Samurai's just said, a big year for the synth live streamers. I feel it. Me too, brother. Me too. Where we go one, we go all. Yes, we do. Absolutely. Yeah, but 200 quid for PJs. Sponsorship. I'm just going to say it. You know, who else is wearing pajamas on a live stream? You know, no one. Just me. But yeah, you're right. It's going to be the year. It's going to be the year that we take off. And the years of I love that he gets his filthy arse on where I put my hands. I do need some wet wipes in here. I don't really like wet wipes, but I think I feel like surgical. What are you doing? What are you hitting that making a pop sound? You weird little stumpy tail. It's this. He's hitting this. Little baby's face. Little baby's face. What if I do that on Jackson? Sorry, mate. Oh, is that giving you Here I am, JH. That's pretty weird, isn't it? That's so weird. He doesn't dislike it. He's just a little bit confused. He's a little bit confused. Okay, right. Let's sort that out. Right, guys. Have a fabulous rest of your Sunday. Whatever you're going to do. I'm going to need to get to bed because I need to wake up for the day job tomorrow. Back to work, and it's a training day, so we're all going to be drained of our living life force. But yeah, 2026, the year where it all happens. A spray bottle of 99.9% isopropyl. I've got some isopropyl alcohol literally down there, so I might do that. That's a good advice, and then a cloth I can actually just wash. So yeah, check out my what's the video? Synths at Bedtime video with Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's the first one. 2018, I think that is. No, 2019, 2018. Oh, it's a long time ago. Yeah, so thank you very much, and thank you again for all the support in and around. That was his tail, you sod. You know, and thank you for supporting the channel and coming and hanging out with us every week, twice a week, some of you, regularly. So I do appreciate it. And more to come this year. Are you finished? Every time I talk, he's like just banging his tail on the synth. Like, I'm ready, Daddy. I want to come out. It's like almost like he's reacting to cat tail reaction videos. I'm going to say words: sausage, onion, tomato puree, flexible retail outlets. I don't know. Anyway, right, let's just do this. I'll play out with that because I'm maybe the you know, some buzzy things. Be good, be wonderful, be yourselves. Don't be anyone else because there's no point. You know, work on you because you matter, and you're brilliant at being you. Don't let anyone tell you different. Right, and I'll see you. So yeah, be good to yourselves and each other, and just be you. I think we'll end it there. Good night, everybody.